Hello everyone, how we doing today? What's new? What's happening? Happy National Cereal Day, apparently. I was thinking it was National Oatmeal Day. I don't know. I plan things out and then I even forget why I planned them. And so tonight I'm going to be doing risotto, but with oatmeal instead of rice. Going to do sort of like a refrigerator cleanup, to be slightly honest. Going to do risotto with egg, the Parmesan chicken stock, frozen corn, and then I'm also doing, and what I'm going to start with is roasted beets, and I'm going to do a salad with those, and do sort of like a odd but known pairing of horseradish with beets. So we'll see how that works out. We'll do I'm going to do like a aioli type deal with the horseradish and use that as sort of like a semi-dressing with our beets. Anyways, get started with the beets. Oh, since I've got a couple of leeks here, I'll do a little charred leek too with our salad. That there is. There's another one too. There's two of them. Just to make this a little bit easier to handle here, take the tops off here to start. Oops. Don't want that blood red side down there. That red's going to be there for a week now. Not going to worry about peeling them, but I am going to give them a wash. How are you doing tonight, Lexi? I'll take the roots off here too, or at least the majority of it, so that's not going to roast very well. Let's get the oven turned on too, because these are going to have to roast for an hour, and then, 50 minutes to an hour. We'll give them an hour. And then going to take them out of the oven, probably slice them so that they cool down quicker, but we're going to cool them down so that they're at least room temp, if not refrigerated. And for the salad, since the rest of the stuff for the salad is cold. So, I'm going to be charring it's not really going to be hot though. Using more foil tonight. Give me one moment. Grabbing some bay leaves. Pull the foil up a bit here because I'm gonna add some oil here shortly, but we'll start with, I'll do oil first. I'm just gonna throw these in the oven. Forget about them for an hour. Oven's not even up to temp here, so. I'll even give them an extra 5 minutes because it's not hot yet. See if we can't save some of these beet greens for maybe something nice in the future here. Separate all the ones that have been munched on from the rest. These are all pretty dirty too. It's a little yellowish. Save the rest other than that guy. Nice, Lexi. Oops, cold water, not hot water. Let those drain out for a little while. So I've got the immersion circulator set up back here with about half a bottle of water that I normally run with it, but I'm only going to use it to cook a couple of eggs. So why waste a ton of water doing that? We'll get that going next though. What I'm going to do is sort of cheat that. Hi there. Circulator is designed to circulate. So I'm going to fill 2 jars with water and then put the eggs in the jars so that the eggs don't circulate, but the water circulates around them. I'm only going to do 2 eggs. Just for me, just for tonight, really. Still got lasagna for days. And this is set to 63 degrees Celsius. It's currently at 51.2. So it's going to raise it up slowly to 63. We got a little beet juice going on there. You do have to worry about dirt and leaks, but we're so far down into the white here, I'd be more worried about dirt from about here to even up there. What happens is it gets stuck in the layers, and oftentimes when they grow leeks, what they'll do is grow them in very sandy soil, and they will kick up soil against the roots as they grow. So the dirt was, up around here by the time it was harvested because that didn't get sunlight. That would be good for our salad tonight. The rest of this I'll throw back into the fridge and not even worry about cleaning right now. Huh. I think I want to add a little bit more water in there because we might be right around the minimum there. We're getting some air bubbles being kicked around. Hey, Head Mama Bear. How you doing tonight? Hey, National Cereal Day. And battle time. That's interesting. They gave me a bunch of pre-roll for that ad. Normally, 90-second ad's been giving me like 32 minutes, so it's enough to cover the ad and a slight bit more. but that one just gave me almost, what, 43 minutes, something like that? That's sort of cool. Let's see here. And Mama Bear's tank is just taking all the damage while her rogue does all the damage. That was rather impressive. Kills and the assist for Head Mama Bear. As well as some gold. Edgy Hercules with some scrolls. Congrats. Yeah, I chose the bottom route here because I figured blue chest and actual enemy from the Tabletopia. Topia. There we go, you're just maybe at the edge of being too low there. But now let's hope the jars don't move around because the water level is higher than the jars now. Close the bedroom door so that we don't have to worry about smoke alarms. So we got our leaks, we got that. Need to get our stock going here. Actually gonna use a larger pot than that. I'm gonna pull out wobbly here. Chicken stock. I'm actually going to reduce that down some, so actually I'm going to pour all that in there. So I'm going to heat this up. You always want to use hot stock or hot liquid when you're doing a risotto. That's what's gonna help get you that starchy goodness and that thick but still runny consistency. Just turn off the game here. And should turn on the stove. And so that's my chicken stock from a week ago or so now. And so I'm going to reduce that down by maybe a quarter. And that'll be my oatmeal liquid, cooking liquid. throw these in the fridge. It's still wet, but the top open. Catfish. That didn't look like catfish. That was pretty well scrambled. Alright, so we got our eggs going, we got our beets going. Let's make our horseradish mix. That was a mistake. I just like straight dumped that egg in the sink. That was not my intent. That was what was supposed to happen there. I was supposed to get that egg yolk. Hey, Huberman. Some iron brew. Shark onesie. Looks like you're ready to hang out for a while. You're nice and comfy. Doing pretty good tonight. Gonna do a little more artsy fartsy with dinner tonight. Try and do a reimagined risotto here with oatmeal. We're gonna do some 63 degrees Celsius eggs, which should give us a somewhat loose white but cooked egg trigger, along with a mostly cooked but still at least malleable and hopefully somewhat gooey yolk. Part of 2 dishes I'm doing tonight, and that's the risotto. That's also going to have some corn and shallot and green onion, and what else am I throwing in there? Oh, frozen corn. Salad I'm doing is, I've already got the beets in the oven. They got another 45 minutes or so to go. And those I'm going to roast off and then clean, slice, and chill. Serve that with charred leeks, along with our aioli / horseradish mustard deliciousness. American sushi for the first time today. What are your thoughts? Please tell me it wasn't out of a gas station. What do you mean by American sushi, though? Just so we're on the same page here. I think of most American sushi as poorly made sushi because it's typically like whole rolls and large things that are made at once and then served at you at a whole bunch, when real sushi is very, very artfully cut, very well seasoned, and is warmed to, room temp or around room temp or even slightly above room temp with their hands. It was fried. And so I think of any of these like big roll items or anything like that, sort of like American sushi. Fried, oh yeah, it's definitely Western. Nice, Superman. I'll get to that a bit later here. Switching over to the cheaper, more neutral sunflower oil. I'm not going to pack this full of oil. We're just making enough for salad tonight, which means I have to get it to a point where it's somewhat thickened up and then can loosen it back up with a little horseradish. Now, there's a food truck around here, works out of the same place that I used to work out of, that does sushi burritos too, which are essentially sushi rolls that haven't been cut. You know, it's wrapped nori sushi essentially in sort of rolled form like a burrito, which that's definitely American style. Sort of does a disservice to both sushi and burritos at the same time. Oh, Hoover, after 2 years, well, year and a half, there are people quite high on the throne that like to just lurk around. Tempeh, it's a grain. Might even be a cereal. Almost there. I'm going to do one more batch of oil in there. So that's nice and thick now. I'll start with the basics. Salt. Seasoning salt, or special salt, or you guys know what that is. You all know what that is. Powdered mustard. A little bit of garlic powder. You want to look for Ajinomoto. You can buy it typically on Amazon. Do I still have the label? No, I don't. Give me one moment here. This will be like a... Oh, that's going to be an absolute lifetime supply there. Why are they all like multiple? Like how much MSG you expect people to use here? Here's a link for Ajinomoto, which is like the original. This company is known behind the changing to the flavor and all that stuff. They are the reason that MSG really exists. So I said this was going to be a horseradish sauce. Let's add some horseradish. Strong horseradish cream. I'm not going light with that either. I like horseradish, but not that much. I seem to like the other spicy stuff more than the traditional just pepper spiced heat stuff. I don't know. Okay, that's looking nice and horseradishy and mustardy. Definite salt, definite. Wow, that seems just still bland. Yeah, my family isn't big on many of these flavors either. Because I want this to be a bit of a punch here to go with our roasted beets. It's our accent, even though there's not going to be a ton of it there. Good, our stock is up to a boil now. Or at least a solid, yeah, that's a boil, barely. It does seem to be circulating nicely too. Hey Blue Moon, I'm making a horseradish slash mustard, like sort of like a cross between a salad dressing and aioli. We're somewhere in between there. Essentially a egg and oil thickened liquid with a whole bunch of horseradish and mustard in there. A little bit of garlic. And this is going to be going with beets that I have roasting in the oven. We got stock boiling on the stove. I'm going to be doing risotto. Got all sorts of stuff in the plans tonight. This is, I'm going to reduce down about, maybe another ½ inch from there. I'm going to throw this back in the fridge, or rather throw it in the fridge, where it will probably seize up a little bit more even still. jars have stayed in place. Nice. Are we at a... Yep, we're at temp. So the 63 degrees there, I think, is 145.4 in terms of Fahrenheit. So if we cook these eggs for 2 hours at this point, at this temperature, actually it'd be less than 2 hours because it's over 100. If you do 140 Fahrenheit for 2 hours, you've essentially pasteurized your eggs. It's a lower temperature than the government recommends, but with the longer time period, it does the same thing. The national standard, I think, is 165 for 15 seconds. So it only needs to be up to that point for a very short amount of time. This way we're holding it exactly at that temperature for a much longer time. Still want to wait for that to reduce a bit more before you start in on the oatmeal. What else do we have that I can prep here? Let's take a corn out. I'm going to saute up a little sweet yellow corn, but since it's frozen, we're going to want to let that come up to room temp and dry out too. So Lexi, the sprinkles are the 10 sprinkles that you get from the scramble is not. I mean, you get 5 every 5 minutes. You get 50 of them for checking in every day. Wasn't plural. Need shallot and garlic here for with our oatmeal. Might as well saute that up separate. We can do that separate and then throw the corn in with that. I actually sort of want to do this and the corn separately because I want to try and get some color on that corn, which is going to be hard without it being both dry, which it's covered in ice right now, and in like direct contact with the pan. And I was totally spaced on the fact that the word was sprinkle. And I was sitting here like, any of the side effects that are reported. Side effects of what? No. Yeah, this is my take on it. Sorry, it got sort of split up there by the scramble, but tonight's probably going to be a little bit quicker of a dinner. Might even finish before 7 tonight. Compared to Friday, which that was like 6 hours, something like that. Actually, I don't think it was 6, like 5 and change, but still. Well, have you heard about dihydrogen monoxide? Drink too much of it and it'll kill you. Dangerous stuff. Any of you. Gotta be careful about water. Fish have sex in it. Cheers. Okay. Stock over here. Keep that boiling over here and reducing, because I'm going to use a smaller pot here for oatmeal. Clean out what I think is probably oil in the bottom of the pan. Par cooking? You do it in restaurants all the time. You sear the outside of the chicken, but then you finish it to order. Or that's really what happens in a lot of like banquets and stuff like that. You'll have 60 chicken breasts, but you'll have someone be like, okay, we want these all nicely seared with the same marks on them. And so you grill them all off, but you don't care about... I do it all the time here, too, where I'm just trying to get color on them or just trying to get that sear on the outside. And then they'll stack them on a baking tray, throw them in the oven, and cook them to the perfect temp. Start with some olive oil. Let's get the olive oil ready. Let's grab, well, that pan is still rapidly drying. Have a nice 4-ounce ladle for our stock. Fair amount of oil in the pan for this. Get those clumps out. I'm going to slightly cook that just like that. Give it a little heat, give it a little time to warm up. I already absorbed all that oil, obviously. You can tell darker stuff where the oil is involved. Lovely. Have a good one, Huberman. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, and we got a battle ready. Before we get into this heavy, let's do that battle. 90-second ad. 3 O's in there. Oops. Yeah, I guess that would be misspelled. Thank you for pointing that out to me. Yeah, it happens quite a bit, Blue Moon. Okay, no one guessed par cooking before. Did that. Streamator is to battle. Victory. Hit Mama Bear with those kills. And the scrolls, congrats. Oops, skipping ahead here. Revealed over time. So I'm just gonna put him right in the center there. No, it's not right in the center, but... I got some other stuff to check out here on the home screen, I think, too. Got some upgrades. Nope. Okay, starting the risotto. Actually, it's a little early to get started with the risotto here because we're going to have to... Let's deal with the beets first before we get back into playing with this. Blue Moon, I think you should always leave your skins on your beets. I mean, I left them on for roasting, but you should even leave them on after you're done roasting them. They give you a great texture. And they never have any dirt or grit in them. I'm gonna grab another paper towel for over the top of those kernels. Because the point here is to remove moisture. Allow that ice to melt so that we have dry corn when we throw it in the pan. That's what we can do. We can do our garlic and shallot for in the I know what that is. You almost had it earlier. Only 1A. Oh, it wasn't what I thought it was either. I thought it was petals. Petals. Ooh, that one's a tongue twister. There's most certainly staple foods. It's not just staples, but staples as in staple foods, plural staple foods. Okay, that's got some nice color on it. It's mostly cooked through. And so I'm going to cut the heat. Add a little stock. Which will cool down the pan, even though the stock is hot. And stop it from burning at all. It'll continue to cook, but we're not worried about it not being cooked through. We're worried about it getting too hot in the bottom of that pan. Got almost all my towels. I got almost everything in the laundry right now. It's like I've magically planned everything to be neat and cleaned all at once. And keep letting our corn warm up and trying to roll it a little bit to try and pull a little of that ice off of it, but as you can see, it's still a little frosty. Oops, that's where I want to go. Why are you not picking up Discord? Hi, Huberman. I think he took off, but he posted that picture and made chat earlier. Got the dinner vote going still, and looks like we've had a recent vote here earlier today. I looked, it was 6-4. Still a decent fight there. Canned green beans. Ugh. Green beans for dessert. Hey, some of them, you guys get some really hard ones sometimes. That's not even the longest one by far. Hey, Shadowtronics. Welcome in. While we're waiting on things here, let's do a little green onion chopping with our risotto, or as I'm calling it, risotto. Oh, quiet, oven. So we are ready to take those beets out. they sprung a leak. That's why I've been smelling a little burntness. The juices from the beets were dropping on the oven floor, which will smell lovely as we go on here. See, there you go. That one was quick. First guess. Of course, it was also English. I've already cut the tips off of this once for garnish. Gonna do a bit more tonight for in with the actual risotto. I'm not gonna just put it like on top. I'm gonna put the Parmesan on top. I'm gonna mix some Parmesan in too, but do Parmesan and black pepper on top. Thank you for that sub, Moss. Appreciate that. Welcome in. How you doing today? Okay, beets are out. I'm going to start in on the risotto. So just gradually adding more in and waiting until it gets fully absorbed. We add some more. Already smelling oatmeal-y. With all the chicken stock, all the savory stuff, it's not going to be very breakfast oatmeal-y. Can't look back at the chat much here, sorry. Requires regular stirring, regular attention. Regular babying. I'm going to go ahead and add our garlic and onion, along with that little bit of stock that was in there. It's almost melon time. Melon's usually early in the year, in the season. Maybe another 2 months, but if it helps you there at all, Blue, the words are all one word, so like it's not who, I, and, or I don't know what that was supposed to be, but okay. Constantly stirring, trying to keep anything from sticking anywhere on the bottom of the pan, and allowing it to soak up all that liquid. Strong chicken stock flavor, strong oatmeal flavor, strong garlic flavor. Or smells, not flavors. They'll probably be strong flavors too. Might as well add some more salt in here with our oatmeal. We already got the stock properly seasoned. Though those of you out there with pressure cookers or like a hot pot along that line, pressure cooker, but now they have the hot pots that are like pressure cookers at the same time too. You can cheat and essentially make risotto in a pressure cooker, and that's what a lot of restaurants do. It's not quite the same quality, but it's close enough that you probably won't care for the ease comparably. Notice as it dries, it sort of gets a little bit easier to see the individual grains going on. Or individual pieces of oat. There's our roasted beets. Turn the heat down a little bit here. We can still turn that down a bit more. Because we are getting to the point where that is where we want it. Probably another scoop or two and we'll just be really allowing us to keep it warm. Start in on some of our cheese addition here. Little Parmesan cheese. Parmigiano Reggiano. There you go. Okay, that's where I'm going to stop with liquid. It's a little wet right now, but when it cooks a little bit longer and seizes up as we do the rest of this stuff, it'll be good. Actually going to take that off of the heat though. Set that back there. We're going to bring this pan back into the fold. We're going to do our corn. Oil in the pan. Get the pan rocking, royally hot. We want those definitely smoking for with our corn. This corn's going to add a bunch of moisture. It's going to get hopefully noisy and poppy. Sort of like popcorn, but it's not going to pop like popcorn because we're not going to do it that hot, that sort of a thing. We'll do the corn first. Look. Add time. No, 20 seconds. Cheers. Battle. See if the rogue survives. Nope. I'm stuck up here. I don't know what my guy is doing. He's just hanging out. Letting you guys do all the work for me. Letting letting chat do all the work for me. Victory. Fang Mermaid with the kills. Matt with the assists. Cats of Oz, welcome back. Scrolls. On to the next. best if we get at least a couple units over here. We'll go back over to the stove here, and we're gonna cook a little corn. Then after cooking corn, we're going to char some leeks. Playing games, getting the oil completely covered on the bottom. So this is so that I can peel our beets here. My hands are now going to be permanently stained for the rest of the week. Relatively easy, you just need to use the friction from the paper to pull it right off. On to the next. See, that'd just be yummy. Don't we all want to eat that leathery, dirt-coated skin? Oh yeah, my cutting board's going to be stained for a week now too. Oh hey, our oil's getting nice and warm now too. Maybe that's ready for our corn. I'm going to take these back out, throw them back in with the oil and bay, because it's not going to hurt. Hey Jersey. Welcome in. You notice I'm not stirring them at all. I want them cooking. I want to get a little color on them. Just a little bit. Essentially, yes. Want to get a little color on them. Want to heat them up. Then I'm going to mix them in with the oatmeal risotto that I got back here with shallot and garlic in there. Whole bunch of chicken stock. This is the chicken stock reduced down from the other day. Add in green onion here to finish, and parm on top with a little bit of black pepper to make it look pretty. Exclamation mark sprinkles Blue Moon. And right now you're mostly just collecting them. I am in the future going to add option to buy in to put your name on the Cutting Board Hall of Fame, which I'll be wood burning names live on stream. that's going to be a little bit out, and that's also going to be quite a bit. That's going to be, I believe I said it was going to be 7,500 sprinkles, which is a solid 6 months of hanging out with me. And beyond that, I did a $25 giveaway at 500 followers. I'm either going to do that again at 1,000, or I'm going to put in a system where you can buy essentially like a ticket or a chocolate bar and with your sprinkles, and then that chocolate bar or that ticket will have a chance to then give you either a free sub for yourself or the person of your choice, or a gift card at a much lower rate. So we got some color on that corn. That's going to brighten that oatmeal right up, I believe. Nope. Just disappears. Like everything in the void of brown. Then turn the heat back on the pan. More oil in the pan. And time for cooking some leeks. Put some color on these. I'm doing pretty good myself, Foxclaw. Welcome in. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. I think that one furthest to the left there is going to be a little too thin. The rest of them I think are going to be good. This one here is too thin. This one may be on the edge of being too thin. These three are awesome. So I'll use the small one as my guinea pig to see how far along we are. I think we're far enough along. It's also the furthest to the left, so it's also going to be the one that's gotten the most heat, because this pan always, well, all of my cast iron, I think it's the burner actually, cooks more on this side. Yeah, it's the burner, because turn the pan, it's on the same side. Glazed tapia with tilapia, with asparagus and yellow rice. Nice. Tilapia is the new chicken of the sea. It's no longer tuna. We fished all the tuna. For anyone that's new in here, we got eggs cooking at 63 degrees or 145 and change degrees. They've been in there for a good, probably 90 minutes now. Okay. And these are supposed to be charred. Please take that in mind. I want these to be nice and brown. Let's turn that heat off now, though. What else we got to do over there? I think we're good with that. I think we're actually in salad building time here. I'm gonna go ahead and add all this green onion in with the risotto now. Getting an almost cinnamon smell going on here. I don't know where it's really coming from. It's probably from the beets. See, it's getting a little thick now. I'm going to add a little more stock in there. Loosen it up a little bit. Let's get this out of the way. Allow that to cool down before we clean that up. I don't think I need a full ladle here, though. Just a little bit to lift and separate. Our grains. Start with greens. If I can find my bag of there it is. Oh, that may be too far gone. Did they give me another one this week, or did they still mix it in? Oh, I got another one. Oh, this is watercress or pea sprouts. That's pea sprouts. I guess we'll go with pea sprouts, because the last of the arugula here is looking a little sad. Yeah, we can use a little of this maybe. Yeah, let's toss some of that with some meant to do that. Yellow. It's a little wilted. But again, farmers market produce. This has been in my fridge going 2.5 weeks now. So this is, I mean, it's a little wilted. It's a little down and sad looking, but it's not like it's black. It's not like it's completely done for. It's not prime. It's not. If I had a choice in a restaurant, I wouldn't be serving it. But waste not, want not. Same time. Okay. And that's looking pretty good right there. That's all still pretty good looking. That's a dandelion green, I think. I'm gonna leave it in there though. Use all that. Pretty sure these are pea sprouts. Let's check the box. Yep, pea shoots. So I'm gonna go light on those. Olive oil, salt and pepper. So you're getting some of them now. Toss, get everything sort of lightly coated with a little oil, a little salt, a little seasoning. Oh, we already got it red. We're going to commit to getting it red tonight, though. Moving things down a little bit here. I'll throw all three of these on there. Yep, permanently died for the next week. Should hold a poll and see if you guys think that'll be dry and clean now. It's a lot better, but it's still there. So we got wasabi mustard, wasabi sprouts from the farmer's market. It's on top of our dressing that I don't know how I'm gonna put the dressing on here. I haven't really thought this completely through. Might as well throw some of those on the risotto too. Oh, we got the cheese and don't need those on the risotto. This is now nicely thickened up and cooled. This is essentially mustard and horseradish with a little bit of almost aioli. There's a little garlic powder in here, but there's no real garlic, and I'm stirring it to help loosen it up a little bit. This would be perfect as one of those squirt bottle, a couple dots here and there all over the place. Maybe we'll do that. Mustardy horseradish is good stuff. Creamy and thick. Yum, yum, yum. It's like that cottage cheese commercial in the AFK roll. But it's going to contrast nicely with the earthy and sweet beets, the heat of the horseradish. And I added the mustard in there both for color and because what most Americans think horseradish is really mustard. It's definitely got that richness from that egg yolk. There we go. There's our salad for tonight. Set that aside for a little bit. Actually, I'll give a close-up on the main. Yeah, so everyone can see all the lovely color. All the beets, charred leeks, lettuce tossed with or rather, spicy arugula and sprouts. All the greens are spicy too, not just the horseradish. And let's go toss these out. Be right back. So we got our risotto here, a bit thick again, but we still have a bit more stock that I can add in there. Switch to a proper serving spoon here. We'll start our next pre-roll ad. Thick but creamy. Lots of chicken flavor. Because all that chicken stock in there, even though it doesn't really look chickeny. We'll grab our eggs. Okay, I'll just grab the jar. And let those hang out for a moment. Battle time. Yep, they're clams. It's also a squash. Which, speaking of that, where did I hide those? I had to have thrown them somewhere just for while I was gone with the stream. Victory! Mr. Stacy with the 3 kills. Edgy Hercules and Cats of Oz with the rewards. Congrats. I think that's going to call it for tonight because we're basically done here. Turn our immersion circulator off. So we'll say goodbye to Stream Raiders for the night. I'll give my hand a wash here to get rid of the beet on the outside of it, making it look a little more bloody than it should be. We have our oatmeal risotto here. Now we got our eggs. I'm gonna only add one of these to this. That just uglified everything, didn't it? Unfortunately, that white didn't sit very nice with that yolk. Oh well. The idea is we have a mostly set white, if you're looking there. And the yolk is still probably runny. It was done at 63 degrees Celsius for at least 90 minutes, probably pushing 2 hours here. We're going to top it with the mountain of Parmesan here. And for anyone that isn't familiar, it's actually the cheese that's closest to the rind that is the best and highest quality. You're more likely to get those little crystals, which are desired, and it's also the more concentrated flavor because it's dried, and that's also why it's great to save those rinds and put them in sauces. Gets you tons of flavor. Conch. Only had conch water twice and probably not been high quality examples. Never had it direct from the source. Few more wasabi sprouts. Why not? Little green. Little greenage. So here we have our oatmeal risotto with 63-degree egg, Parmesan, corn, shallots, garlic, and a few wasabi sprouts for garnish. Try flipping this around here. One more photo here. I know you guys can't see, I know everyone out there can't see me, what I'm doing. But believe me, chat, I'm taking a photo right now. And now I'm looking for someone we can give a raid to and say hello to. I'd like to thank everyone for joining me tonight. Bit of a quick evening, maybe about 20 minutes early from average. But after Friday, I don't think I need to do another marathon. I'm still working on that lasagna, by the way. It looks like I'm about 2/3 through it, but I ain't 2/3 through it because it all pushed down at the end when I lifted it up. I also did take a picture with it standing up with me here in the kitchen, and after it had chilled down, I'd taken out like the first quarter, first third of it, but after it chilled and solidified, I took a picture of it standing up. And so that'll be in the Discord. You can find me at all of these lovely locations. And let's see who we can say hello to tonight. Why don't we go hang out with John? It's been a while since I've given John a raid. He was in here last couple of minutes of last night, or on Friday night. Another lovely food and drink creator. Let's go here. Mute. Please mute. Please mute. Please mute. There we go. Thank you guys for joining me. Looks like we're going to either have green beans or matcha powder here on Wednesday. Green beans are leading, so that's a likelihood here. But that's going to be Wednesday. And if you want to check on future upcoming dates, I've got better part of 2 months there in the calendar down below. You can click the link in my Who Is This Guy section of the About page. And I hope you all have a great evening. I'll see you again soon.